much to lose. Can't walk in my shoes if I paid you to. My mind's a clue. The streets I run it. My eyes are filled. Pain and chronic. The streets they raised me. Thurgood made me. Palisade and Hart Street. William Street. Farley Valve. Bigger Step. Howard Street. South Star. Cypher. Kingwood and Vanderbilt, Main Street, Kelly Road, Northside Apartments, Bowers Court, Phyllis Gun, Crescent Ave, Park Gill, Hub City, Taco Court,
Learning people, what's happening?
Done seen it all in my lifetime.
So bro,
Done seen it all in my lifetime.
coming at you today with news by the numbers. You know what we do here, we do gematria. Gematria is the ancient art from Jewish mysticism, from the Kabbalah. It's called Kabbalah. In the Book of Formation, it states that God created the earth with letters, numbers, and sound. It's also called the Book of Creation. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it. Report today from ABC News. Says that black people in New York City twice as likely to die from COVID as white people. That's what the data is saying. This report, this picture is taken on April 16th, 2020 in Harlem. When you type in Harlem into the cipher, Harlem is 42. We know 42 is synonymous with black people, right? It's also taken in front of TD Bank. TD Bank is 16, just like the date, April 16th. Harlem, New York is 42. Harlem is 30, just like nigga in the cipher. So another one of the numbers of the N-word in the cipher. April 16th, 4 plus 16 plus 20 plus 20 equals 60. You know, nigga equals 60 in the English ordinal. Okay? And I've been talking about this for a little minute because I know leading up into 420, 420 equals 42. It's the same number. The zero is a magnifier, but in this case it means nothing. So I know going up into 420, I've been telling my wife that it's going to be at least 2.4 million people that have coronavirus, or 4.2, because they love the numbers and they love to put those things in correlation with each other according to the dates and the date numerology. So this comes as no surprise to me. I think today we're right at 2.1 million people. But I'm pretty sure by Monday that number gonna rise to, like I said, to 2.4 or 4.2. So take a look at this. 666. No, New York City, or New York in English Sumerian, according to the cipher, is 666. It's like you have 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons, which make up carbon 12, one of our elements in human DNA. I believe this is one of many identifiers that the Bible, when the Bible talks about 666, the number of the beast, I think it's talking about people. And not only people, some of the original people, because that's what this video is about, the original people, which is black people. Everything derived from black people. And we right now are being attacked, and a lot of us, aren't taking it serious. I know I said at first that black people couldn't get it, and I really never really held on to that mindset, because in the midst of war, anybody can be a casualty. And I'll tell you more about that later on, why I think it is striking us particularly.
Done seen it all in my lifetime. Done seen it all in my lifetime.
April 18th is today's date.
Back now.
When you add 4 plus 18, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 equals 26. Like virus is 26. And also has that 42 date numerology. This is 257 days left in the year. That's the 55th prime. Prime numbers are important because a lot of the stories have prime numbers or triangular numbers or Fibonacci numbers in them. And this is the 109th day of the year, and it's also the 29th prime number. Prime numbers are divisible by 1 in themselves. So like 257, you can only divide 1 and 257 into 257. Black residents in New York City. This is from the article from ABC. It says, are dying from novel coronavirus more than any other racial group according to the data released Friday. It says it's 1,999 deaths, and 199, the same equivalent is equal to the number for black people. I hope y'all can see that. It says also, the city also started a multilingual information campaign targeting 88 zip codes. 88 zip codes. When you write out zip codes, it equals 42. Novel coronavirus equals 88, just like the 88 here. It says New York City is not an anomaly. COVID-19 is affecting African Americans in all the U.S. at what appears to be a disproportionate rate. Well, this number is kind of skewed when you consider the fact that we are not the majority here, we are the minority. So when you kill a majority of people, the percentage will always be lower than when you kill a minority of people. Meaning, if I got 2 oranges and I eat one of them, I can say that I ate 50% of the oranges because I only got 2. But if I got 10 oranges and I eat one of them, that's only 10%. You see what I'm saying? It's still only 1 orange in both examples, but because you have a less amount of one in one example than the other, it seems like it's more impacted. So those numbers can be a bit skewed, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that it does affect poor people and people of color more because, number one, we don't take the shit seriously. That's number one. We think it's a game. It's not a game, man. Look, this is World War III at the end of the day. This is a war. And in casualties of war, I'm telling you, when it comes to casualties, poor people and people that's not taking shit seriously usually become a casualty. We see CDC, the Center for Disease and Control and Prevention, which is based in Atlanta, the home of majority of black people in this country. It equals 88, just like 88 up here. Zip codes campaign. 88 zip code campaign. Negroes is 33. It says right here, last week the Center for Disease and Control and Prevention revealed that African Americans account for 33% of hospitalizations, despite being 13% of the population. Negroes is 33. New York is 33. So it's I mean, it is what it is. We know why they putting these numbers up. I'm trying to get my screen to move and it will not move. Let's see.
I'm back now. I'm back now. Better than before. I'm back now. Better than before. I'm back now. Better than
Okay.
back now. Better than before. Sit back now. Better than
Here we go. However, the CDC data was limited. It pulled from a small sample size during a limited time frame, 14 states during the month of March, and race and ethnicity data was only available for 580 patients. Like I said, 0 is a magnifier, but at this time, you can see how it matches up. Nigga in the Jewish cycle is 58. It says the disparities reflect what Mayor Bill de Blasio has called clear inequalities. We know that this nation is a nation of inequality. When you type his name, Bill de Blasio, into the cipher, it's 222. Just like the beast in the satanic cipher is 222. It says New York City has recorded at least 11,477 deaths, according to the data compiled by Johns Hopkins University. Johns Hopkins University equals 113. And 113 is that number that I'm always talking about, because Bible Kamal 113 in the Talmud, the Jewish book, one of their books says that they can lie to Gentiles and Goyim. Goyim and Gentiles are synonymous with people that don't practice the culture. 113, when you type into the cipher, is perjury, dishonest, not true, mainstream, infidelity, not honest, fictional, delusional, erroneous, infidelity, dream world, bullshit, all 113. The pandemic started on March the 11th, that's 113. The NBA finished or stopped their last game. They halted the season on March 13th. So all this coincide with 113. And this is the problem. When you're talking about 113 and all these things they're not supposed to be, it comes to ask the question, are the Jews really the Jews? Are the Jews who they say they are? I want to pull up something real quick. And I think that's part of the problem why we are being attacked today. Because you have so many factions of Hebrew Israelites now that say they are the chosen people. Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans are the chosen people. But then you have Ashkenazi and Khazars, which claim to be Jews as well. A lot of people say they are Jewish. And Revelation 2:9 says, I know thy works, thy tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. The same thing says the same thing in Revelation 3:9. It says the synagogue of Satan. I will make them the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. It said, behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet. So if you believe the Bible, as many of these people who call themselves Israelites do, there's the disparities right there. Not saying that this is the reason why it's attacking the black community, but I can see how something like that would, rustle a couple feathers. And we know the Jews run the world. They have their hands in everything. Everything. Going forward, I want you to take a look at this date, April 20th, 2020 coming up. We know that's Marijuana Day, and marijuana in Septarian cipher is 42 as well. But 44, 28, and 64, that's a date with the kill numerology. That's important because every time you see this date, you know that a celebrity or someone famous will be in the news for death, because kill equals this. This is the equivalent of kill, 44, 28, and 64. And it's especially important this year because it falls on 420. That's the International Weed Smoking Day. So I expect, maybe somebody that smoke a lot of dope, smoke a lot of killer to get killed or something. I don't know. I'm just keeping my head on a swivel, but I know going towards that day, that number for COVID-19 patients and people that have contracted the virus will probably be that number, 2.4 or 4.2. And I say 2.4 because 2.4 is the reflective of 42. 42, 24, same thing. They're reflective because, the Jewish book, this is the Kabbalah, In the Jewish book, they read their numbers from right to left like we read from left to right. So, I hope somebody got something out of this. That's all I really got at this particular time. As I always say, do what you like with this information. This information was freely given.